the UI real quick while I'm doing a little introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another night of streaming. I do apologize that we did not stream last night. I was exhausted. I have been super busy. Honestly, August is just like a busy month in general for me, especially when it comes to work. So I was just like pooped last night. And then tonight we're starting a little later. I wanted to help out the missus with Mini Medic, and they're finishing up. She's about to go to bed, so figure we do a little PvP tonight. You know, we did some PvE last week, so a little PvP tonight. I think we'll do the usual format, right? Probably like half of the night, roughly, we'll do 4v4. Other half of the night, roughly, we'll do 8v8. Okay? But yeah. Welcome in. I hope everybody who tunes in is having a wonderful night, having a wonderful evening. And yeah, we're just gonna, do some PvP, the usual PvP shenanigans. We'll win some, we'll lose some, but we'll have fun regardless. I guess while we're waiting, let me check and make sure I don't have any inventory management. No, everything looks good. I'll just do these real quick. Not that champion points really matter in PvP that much, but, you know, for funsies. Yeah, I think we'll probably do that. Again, not that I'm ever really gonna get the chance to use it. I would say that, like, I would do, like, I could use those in Cyrodiil or something, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty much as done with Cyrodiil as you're gonna get. I don't really have anything left to do in Cyrodiil. I'm trying to think if I've got any updates for you guys. Update 51 is coming out on Monday, so that is pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to getting that video out for you guys as soon as I possibly can. From what I've read, I mean, I don't think that there's going to be like a meta shift or anything like that, but I definitely think that we'll have some stuff to talk about for sure. I think it'd be a good video. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I can hear my daughter screaming in the other room. It's a happy scream, like she's happy, but she's just hooting and hollering in the other room. Oh, you know what? I haven't really actually sat down and grinded out a lot of these, whatever it is, golden pursuits. I don't know why the word escaped me. It's right there. Trying to think of stuff we could do while we're waiting in the queue. Group dungeons. Yeah, I'll do those another time. Public dungeon group events. Dark Anchors wouldn't be bad, and then world bosses would probably be pretty easy if we can just happen to come across a group doing them. Honestly, why don't we do Dark Anchors while we're waiting? Because that's going to be super duper easy. We can head over to the Alakir Desert here and just knock those out. Which one is active right now? Looks like this one over here. The Oasis. See, we don't really have to do much. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely packed. Yeah, there are plenty of people. We'll sit here and cast our little heals. Keep everybody nice and healed. I was gonna say, not that these guys do a ton of damage, but there very well could be a couple people here playing on, like, Vestige mode or something that maybe could use the healing. You know, it's something that I've been wanting to explore more is, like, now that... I get so distracted by her hooting and hollering. That's something that I've been wanting to explore more, is like now that overland difficulty is here and like more people are playing on Vestige and could actually benefit from having a healer, maybe doing like more like overland healing content, you know, like finding a group that's doing world bosses or stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. It's hard to tell though, you know, you can never really be sure. Well, I guess you can, right? Can't you see what difficulty someone is on by their... No, maybe, okay, maybe I was incorrect on that. No, I guess you can't. Yeah, we go over here. Wait, no, we go over here. That's right, it goes left to right, not right to left. Man, Q sure is taking a little bit tonight. Let's, just in case there's like a bug or something, let's go ahead and just redo that. I guess I am starting a little later than usual. Still though, normally by this point we're swapping over to 8v8 for most nights, but I feel like there usually is something going on, you know? I don't think that there's no events or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe people are just, I think, you know what I think? Some people are probably just waiting for update 51 when Dragon Knights and Werewolves finally get nerfed. You load into a PvP match and you're just like, oh boy, here we go. More DKs and Werewolves. I don't mind it too much, you know? Like, as a 99% playing on my Templar healer, it's usually not too bad, you know? Werewolves can be pretty rough, and that flame lash hitting for like 15k can definitely be a pain, but it's usually not too bad. But the people who are playing like very off-meta builds and classes for PvP, yeah, they're probably counting down the minutes until DKs and Werewolves finally get that nerf. Goodness, I'm surprised we're not finding a game. At this point, it might turn into a into a grinding Golden Pursuit stream. If I make that decision, I'll just update the title. It won't be a big deal. For now, though, I'm sure we'll find something here pretty soon. I should also probably... I just realized I should probably track that so that I know how many... 10? Okay, that won't take very long. We can... I'm sure eventually here we're gonna pop a PvP game and it'll take us out and we won't complete one, but it's not a big deal. If the queue's a little longer tonight, we can at least still be efficient about it. There it is. Right when I called it. Right, old domination tonight. See anybody I know? Oh, it's just us two right now. Okay. I don't think I know either of these two people on our team. Oh, 101 veterancy. Congratulations. The third guy on their team, I think I've played with him before. The name sounds like vaguely familiar. I don't know for sure. We will see. I might recognize their build or something like that. With how many werewolves are running around, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. I'm gonna go left here to start. Okay. Smooth start. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy. Short coming in with the teleport. Okay, this guy's getting absolutely targeted right now, and I am also getting targeted. Jeez Louise. Okay, we've got some pretty good damage on our team though. Like, we're definitely able to hurt them a bit, but it seems like they're also able to hurt us a bit too. Seems like they don't. Not a very tanky lobby other than myself. Let's try to finish him off, and then we can grab this. I mean, honestly, from here, if we were being, like, super sweaty, we would probably just all play defense on one point. Now that we're in the lead, but that's kind of boring. So I'm kind of glad that they're not doing that. That guy's gonna need a barrier. I saw that stun and the no heal, and I was like, uh-oh, that guy's in trouble. I think he was fine. It's fine though. Templar ulti-gen is so strong now. I'll get my ult back in just a minute here. Oh boy. Okay, we got a little too split up. Let's just try to hold. Someone should hopefully be over here soon. Oh, it looks like they're going to go pressure the other flag. That's fine. That's probably a good idea. Man, they are targeting that guy. They do not like him. I'm gonna do my best to keep him alive. Yeah, they are not a fan of his, that's for sure. They probably also realize that I might be more trouble than I'm worth to try to focus me, so instead they may try to focus down the people around me so that I don't have anyone to heal. Which is definitely a viable strategy. There we go. Seems like we're off to a pretty good go of it, though. Like, I think we've got a solid chance of winning this right now. I don't foresee them coming back from a 140-point deficit. I do want to not get off the flag too much, though. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Got a couple people a little too low, and I don't quite have enough for a barrier yet. So just in case. I gotta say, from purely a PvP perspective, I am actually kind of looking forward to Templar getting that armor buff. I think it'll be good for PvP. You know, I know that it's kind of counteracted by the Sorcerer's class buff being changed, but still, like, I feel like overall it'll be good. Ooh. I was actually just about to pop barrier. I'm glad that they stunned me there. Oh, it's too late. Shoot. Oh, well. Sorry. Okay, we're taking it back. I was like, they might actually be able to come back if we can't get this flag held. I'm probably just going to try to stick to holding this one flag here. Because I think they're doing... if we're split up, they seem to do a pretty good job of being able to take us out. So I'd like to try to stick as closely together as I can. And I guess they're all going to come for this flag now, so never mind. We'll defend this flag instead. Oh, I think I can get over there in time. Nope, not quite. I tried. Yeah, we'll just hold right here. Oh, he's being bold. He's going for it, and that other guy sees him. Yeah. Okay, there's nobody else over here. I'm gonna go try to save this guy, because he's about to be dead for real. Oh, never mind. They turned back around. Oh, okay. That was a bad call on my part. Whoops. That was smart. I don't know if they, like... I don't know if that... maybe if it was just coincidence or what, but... Yeah, that was a good move on their part. Going to the spot where I wasn't. Oh, nobody over there that I can help. I thought there was a teammate over there. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. He's getting a little lower than I'd like, and I had a feeling there was an ult coming. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And as long as I can just sit here, we should be good. I definitely will miss the Templar class buff giving minor sorcery right now, or I will miss it giving minor sorcery because right now it's kind of the only like tool that I can use to buff my team's damage in this build. This build focuses almost exclusively on defense. Which, I mean, I don't think minor prophecy or minor sorcery is really doing that much in the grand scheme of things, but still, any damage is good damage. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you sneaking up on him. I wanted to pop that barrier before it was too late. I don't think it mattered in the end anyway. That's okay, though. I definitely think we'll win this. Ooh, okay, we should get out of here. We're going to start getting focused now, too. Let's just go push this one over here. We can take it and hold it for just a minute. We'll win this. I'm going to pop that. He's like stun locked or something. I don't know what that was. Seemed like he was about to DC. Okay, I'm gonna leave this area then. Come on, we gotta be able to take something over here. There we go. Yep. Now, if we can just hold this for just a second. GG. That was good. Let's see, 1.1 mil. Nice. Good way to start the night. Okay. We'll queue up for another one, and we will just keep grinding away some dark anchors. Let me see, where is the next one? Or what is the one that is active? Looks like middle right here. Oh, okay, I thought that I was catching the end of it. I think I just caught the beginning. Very nice. Let me see. So we got dark anchors, and then... Oops, I don't know why I clicked on that. Looks like world bosses after that, right? So this will get us to 15, and then, yeah, just world bosses will get us to 18. Okay. We'll just have to find a pretty populated world boss, then. I thought I saw oh, well, the chest. I thought I saw something else. Oh, maybe it was one of those. Oh, nice. Treasure map. Where's that going to take us? Lanumbra, not bad. Not the worst place in the world to travel to. Hey man, what's up? Which president do you think would win in a boxing fight? I mean, I'll tell you like I told you earlier today. The correct answer is Theodore Roosevelt, my goat. That man's got hands. The only contender, I guess, would be Abe Lincoln, like we said. Oh, there we go. Pulled into a death match. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't recognize anybody on either of these teams. You know, one thing I just thought about, if they're, so, for those that don't know, just in case you're watching. Oh wait, I'm gonna backtrack. Just saw that Taft was over 300. William Taft was over 300 pounds. All right, hold on. He might actually have a chance then. If we're talking like, if we're talking like MMA, like grappling is allowed, Taft might have a chance if he can just be like the sumo wrestler, I guess. Okay, so to backtrack, one thing I just thought about that I hadn't talked about a minute ago. So if they're bringing back three-sided battlegrounds, right? But they're gonna make it more players. Well, I mean, I guess it's just like a few more players, but still, I wonder if they're gonna change the maps at all for that, or if they're gonna maybe even do like some new maps for that. I would think maybe, but I don't know for sure. I don't know, it's an interesting thought. I feel like they're probably not. Like, I feel like they're just gonna stick with the same maps, you know? But, who knows? He's like Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. Roosevelt would land a punch on him and it just bounced back off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop Barry. These guys do a lot of damage. I mean, I've got a lot of healing, but man, these guys do a lot of damage. But I think they've got at least a couple Dragon Knights on that team. Ugh. You know, I was watching a Jake Clip video not too long ago, and I think he brought up a good point. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if the changes in Update 51 are going to be enough to stop the reign of Dragon Knights and Werewolves. I think that they might still be pretty dominant, though I do think at the very least it'll be better. Like, they're not going to be quite as oppressive as they are right now. Man, I can't even get a barrier off. That's crazy. Yeah, these guys are doing tons of damage. And I think we just don't have the pressure to stop them. I think it just kind of snowballed there. They did way too much damage to us, and then we just kind of staggered back in and just kept getting picked off. Oh well, we'll try again next round. See if anything changes. See, I didn't look at what... Oh, we do have a Dragon Knight, but I think that is also our werewolf. Yeah. Okay, so a Sork and then... Or, Sork, a Necromancer and then a Nightblade. Yeah, not the best classes in the world for PvP. And I say that I'm playing a Templar right now. I'm probably not the best class in the world either. But I don't know, for PvP healing, I'd put Templars pretty far up there. I'd probably put them up there. Maybe they might not be quite as good as Wardens, but they're up there. I would say that I would make like a PvP healer class tier list, but really it's gonna be like a couple classes in S tier, most classes in like A tier, and then Arcanists are in D tier. And that's pretty much the list right there. Anybody who happened to see my Arcanist healer stream for PvP a while back knows those guys are not great in PvP. Ugh. The problem is, like, right whenever I'm about to burst heal someone, I'm just getting, like, feared or stunned in some way, and I just can't get anything off. And I'm also just, I think I'm getting hard focused. They do not, they know how to fight as a group, I think is what's going on here. Because you notice, they're all three of them are moving together, and nearly all four of them are attacking the same target at the same time. So I think these guys are just good PvPers, and I think we just don't quite have what we need here, but that's okay. like I said, you win some, you lose some. We'll give it our all and queue up for another one. Oh, wow. Okay, so whoever that guy is right there, that guy right there, that is their heavy hitter for sure. Oh, no, 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 no. Let me out. Don't kill me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I probably didn't need to pop that at this point, but I'm gonna try to play as aggressively healing-wise as I can. Yeah, that guy's definitely their heavy hitter. Oh my gosh. Alright. Not a biggie. Let me see. What time is it? Yeah, we got plenty of time for more 4v4 before we swap it over to 8v8 for the night. Okay. Let's go ahead, queue up for another. Oh, perfect. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to get credit for that one. Yeah, the chest didn't spawn. Oh, shoot. I was so close. Yeah, for those wondering why I'm running around the Alakir Desert while we're waiting for PvP games to pop, I'm also I'm trying to grind out these golden pursuits. Because I've only got a few left, and it's just stuff that I don't normally do these days, like dark anchors or world bosses or whatever. Oh, looks like I am not the only healer on this team. Oh. Oh no. I fear... I have a feeling that we may have two healers other than myself. Also, someone's wearing, I just saw someone's wearing Ozazen, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to Symphony. Someone, do not let me forget to swap back after this game. Okay, let's hope and pray that someone on our team... Oh, good, we have a werewolf. Okay, we might have enough damage for this after all. It may not be as sit here and have a heal off as we think it might be. Though, admittedly, a death that early on, not feeling super confident going into this one. I'm just going to try to focus the werewolf a bit and see if I can't keep him healed and buffed enough to get some kills. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Stay alive. Okay, there we go. We got one. And so far, they've only got two. So if I can stay on this werewolf and keep him alive, we might actually be able to take this after all. I'm gonna try to... There we go. Whew. They are really focusing anyone who they think will go down easy. Oh, geez, I thought that I had healed him up enough. Whoops, sorry, friend. I'm just gonna stay focused on our werewolf friend here and hope that this is enough. Oh, dang. We're not that far behind, though. It's certainly recoverable. Hey, Reno. Thanks for the follow. Think now I got you on both platforms. Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, shoot. I was trying to keep up with him, but werewolves are just so fast. How's it going, Reno? You having a good night, buddy? Good to see you. Okay. Okay, our werewolf is still alive, though. Oh my gosh. How much crowd control am I gonna get hit with? Okay. I'm gonna try to lock in a little bit here. Honestly, I'm surprised that we still have any lives to spare. I thought that we would have ran out. I guess we didn't have quite as many deaths as I thought we did. Nope. Oh, tried. Yeah, even healing soul wasn't enough there. Oh, but that's good. Okay, so maybe he's not like an actual, like, full healer. He maybe was just using, like, a restoration staff for some self-healing or something. It's close. You know, we definitely still have a chance here. Go ahead and pop this. Though, I don't know if I'm going to live. Nope. Just finished your turn in the lab. Oh, cool. What were you doing in the lab? Oh, yeah, it's just me. I'm just going to go ahead and let that, round end there. Let's see. How did I do that round? Probably not as well as I'd like. Yeah, only 600k. I felt like a lot of that just ended up being single target healing. I think as well we seem to just be a smidge too stretched out. I'm in charge of making dental teeth and all the dental work related. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Well, cool. I'm glad you could make it in. You know, I was a little worried about some people not being able to make it tonight because I know I'm streaming on a different night tonight. But it is nice that so many of y'all could make it out. The dentist just put the stuff in your mouth. I make it all nice. Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna pop that. Pop that early. Wow, what was that? Molten Destruction. Wait, was that? Is that what I thought it was? Okay, never mind. Oh, I see that. Okay, so our werewolf friend here was saying that the problem that we're running into is that they've got a proc archer on their side. You can see him up there. I think it's that guy, the Doomon guy. Yeah, yep, that's definitely him. Oh, no, it's that guy. The one that was... Either way, I think both of them are kind of a problem there. By the way, in console, I found a way to counter most of the werewolves as an off-healer Sork. Interesting. As a Sork, is it, well, no, because I think a lot of werewolves are abilities are stam-based, are they not? So it wouldn't be, who's it, whatever that skill is. I can't think of it. Oh my goodness. Absorption field. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Shoot. What is it? Tell me. Oh, GG's. Oh well. Oh well. We'll queue up for another one. Do that. Queue up for... And we're in. All right. Yes and no. It's a skill from the same skill tree. Yes. So it's from Dark Magic then? Here, let me... Hold on. If it's from Dark Magic... Is it Vibrant? I can't speak tonight. Is it Vibrant Shroud? Or is it Daedric Refuge? Because Vibrant Shroud, I could see with it, it applies minor maim, right? Which reduces their damage. And I think Templar has a skill like that as well. Here it is. Applies main. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Vibrant Shroud does also apply stun. Yeah, that could be really good then. Yeah, and I think with update 51, I don't think I don't think werewolves and DKs will be quite as oppressive. They'll still be tough to deal with, but yeah, right now is just like, it feels like if you're not running a werewolf or a DK, you're just like throwing, no. But yeah, no, Sork, I think Vibrant Shroud is definitely a good burst heal. With a lot of utility. It was, when I was making the PvP builds, Vibrant Shroud was like one of the skills that I was really going back and forth on, but I ended up not going with it. I don't remember what it was specifically, but yeah, no, Vibrant Shroud is a great skill. You are 100% correct on that. Yeah, honestly, I think with my version of the Sork, I maybe went like a little too in on like the shielding aspect of it. You could probably swap out like, honestly, even you could swap out like Healing Burst or something for Vibrant Shroud. That'd be a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna back off a little bit. I am getting deleted over here. Yeah, and like, thinking about it, even beyond Vibrant Shroud, I think between, like, Daedric Refuge and Absorption Field for a lot of DKs and stuff like that, like, I feel like Sork healing is kind of a sleeper pick right now. Like, I had a lot of fun with Sork healing whenever I was, like, testing my PvP build. Oh, shoot, I tried to get him. I think Sorks are honestly a great class to heal with for PvP right now. I think they're kind of a sleeper pick. You could definitely have a lot of fun with that. Whoa! That was a flame whip, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah, Molten Destruction. 11,000. Actually, I think this is Molten Destruction, isn't it? Or no? I don't know. No, I think I was too far for that to count. Ooh, that was close. I mean, I had already popped my barrier with him fine, but... That's another reason that I haven't been using, that's another reason that I haven't been using Rite of Passage quite as much. Because Absorption Field just cancels it, and a lot of Sorks will wait for you to pop rite of passage, and then they'll just counter you. I'm having a blast, but it wasn't easy to get there. Yeah, I figure, you know, like, it's... I feel like Sorc healers are kind of like Necros, where you can actually get a lot of value from them, and they're certainly not bad in both PvE and PvP. But it takes a little bit of finesse and getting used to and understanding, like, you know, all of the skills and when to use them and stuff like that. Like, I think there's a little bit of a higher skill ceiling there for Sorc and Necro healers, and so I've got an appreciation, especially for Necro healers. Okay, round two. Yeah, sorry for all my blabbering there for everybody who just came in. But we're talking about we're talking about PvP skills and some good substitutions that you can make depending on class and stuff like that. I love theory crafting. You know, sorry, I had to stop. I had to, like, animation cancel my words there so that I could pop that. um, I love theory crafting. I'm not always the most amazing theory crafter in the world. I've usually got to, like, test stuff out and kind of see the numbers and the vibes before I actually say whether or not I think something will truly be good or bad or not. But I do love speculating about, you know, like, future metas and things like that. It's my curse. I play both in day one and master them in different roles. Yeah, I thought I remember talking to you specifically about Necro Healer as well, right? And I think I've seen a couple of your comments on YouTube about Necro Healers. Hey, Moo! Theory crafting is my favorite part of ESO. Yes, everybody, if you haven't gotten a chance to meet Mr. Moofington here, this is a friend of mine. He's one of my guild mates. Love this guy. He is an excellent healer. And him and I have had at length discussions about theory crafting and all sorts of things. Love this guy. Thanks for being here, Moo. Good to see you. Okay, I feel like we're getting a bit too spread out right now. We should definitely not be so far apart. If I had to make a suggestion for our team. I'm going to pop that now. Yep, I knew it. I knew his anti-heal was going to go away. Can I hit this from here? Yup, I sure can. Where did our other teammate go? Oh. Oh, okay, I guess he got, like, teleported down here or something. I turned around and I was like, wait, there's no one on the wall anymore. Okay, we got it tied up. I just need this silence field to go away. Okay, I'll be honest, I was not sure if I was going to get that barrier off. I I need the heavy attack here. Our team seems to be good enough right now that I can get a heavy attack off. Never mind, that guy's dead. Okay. my fault. Come on, we got 1 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this. He just popped that absorption field, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this now. Try to give us a little bit of an edge here. Hey, work. I like pressed a key. My character just stood there. It's like, no, come on. We got a job to do. Come on, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Stay alive. That includes me. Oh, gosh. Yep, you know what? I'm doing this now. Nice. Beautiful. Whew. Man, I got intense there at the end. They really mounted a comeback there. No, I don't. I'm not... No. I'm not abandoning my team. The match is over. Oh, gosh. By the way, your Ulsif's, is it heal, damage reduction, and minor protection? Not quite. So I actually have my Warden Contingency as a damage shield, and then I have it with the Growing Impact script to kind of leave the rune on the ground, and that rune will apply minor protection. I'll be honest, you probably could optimize this more with like a heal and the flat damage reduction. I do like having the Growing Impact script though, because being able to lay that down on like an objective or something like that can really create a super high uptime on minor protection. And also having it, you know, just having a damage shield other than Reviving Barrier can be a good way to give yourself a little breathing room to heal your team. But honestly, this being a burst heal is also still very good. So I think that if you went with a heal here instead of a shield, that'd also be totally fine, yeah. Oh, did I miss this one again? Okay, all right. Oh, wait, you know what? Here, I think yeah, let's go turn that in, and then we'll pick up where we left off. Yeah, I thought about doing like the flat damage reduction, and I think that honestly could potentially be better. I ended up just with the sheer length of the uptime you can get on minor protection from Growing Impact, I found it to be really useful. But I don't know, with how often I cast it, might actually be worth it to go with the damage reduction. It's something I'll look at. It's something I'll have to look at to revisit. It's a shame we don't have crossplay. I know. Oh my gosh, I know some people that play on like Xbox or PlayStation that I would love to be able to game with. And like even like you guys, like you Reno or anybody else who I see in the server who plays on console, like I would love to be able to like do a game night with everybody in the server, but we just, you know, I don't want like people who are not on PC NA to feel left out, you know. And I felt like crossplay was coming relatively soon, and who knows, it might still be. I don't know. I could be just being a Debbie Downer here, but with, you know, the layoffs and adjusted roadmap and all that, I am a bit worried that crossplay is kind of gonna get quietly pushed to the back burner for at least a few more years to come. If I had to guess, I hope that I'm wrong. You know, I hope that it's something that was already. I didn't get the chest for that. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think that I got the completion then, did I? Oh, boy. Loading in to a game in progress. We'll see how this goes. Crazy King, huh? I mean, it's not like we've got, like, 0. We could probably come back from this, right? Yeah, here we go. Speaking of build crafting, I'm testing a thing with the shield skill at the moment. I'm in 16k for the team and isn't an ult. Okay, interesting. Where is... Okay, over here. Wait. I can heal you. I can heal you. There we go. Oh, come on, let me get the... Oh, dang it. I was hoping to be able to get out of that with enough time to pop a potion. I think our other two teammates might have given up, though, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to make that comeback. Oh, no, there's some... Oh, no, that's an... That is not a friend. Yeah, I think our other two teammates have given up.
By the 8, the capture point move.
Come on, team. I feel like we have a chance. We could do it. They probably just want the game to be over. Let's see. 57. Okay, yeah. So after this one, we'll probably call it a night on 4v4, and we'll head into some 8v8 for the rest of the evening. Will they let me wave with them? No. No, they will not. Okay. I won't lie, that will be the nice thing about bringing the three-sided battlegrounds back, is that we will at least be able to avoid this from happening. Oh, look, he's down there fighting. I got you. I'll help. Yeah, I was a little late on that barrier. Not that it really matters, but you know what? It's for funsies. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with all my buffs up, you know, I'm certainly able to stay alive for a good bit here. Ooh, but I don't think it's gonna last much longer. Nope, not quite. It's been a while since I watched a Tarnished Nightmare proc. Anybody? Last second comeback, anybody? No? Just me? Alright, that's fine. We'll just sit here and wait for the match to end. Okay. Let's go ahead and swap over to some 8v8 for the rest of the evening. 8v8. Okay. I don't know if that one actually counted or not. Well, this one won't count either. See, what did I get? Am I ranked 66? Oh, title. Neat. And then I'm sure I probably got a couple of these. Yeah, I can just decon all that later. Alright. Little 8v8, starting strong with some crazy king. As long as it's not capture the relic, I'm fine with whatever we get. Whoops. There we go. Nope, we're going full bore into the abyss. Okay. We're actually doing really well. I love that the Atronach, it'll just like punch the ground and then sometimes it'll sit there for a second and be like, hold on. I gotta catch my breath. Hold on. Give me a sec. I cannot believe that guy lived through that. I was like, barrier or no, he's dead. There's zero shot that guy's living through that. But now he's good. I'm not going to make it up there in time to capture it, but I can at least try to make it up here to prevent him from capturing it. And there's a second one. That's desync for you, yeah. Jeez, I'm gonna use all my magicka just running back and forth from objectives. Keep having to cast Race Against Time here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about Reed's Elder Scrolls. I know this guy. I've played with this guy before. I know him. I've seen him in PvP. It is going to be absolutely insane when this becomes 18 players instead of 16 players. I'm surprised that I'm still alive right now. I think there are more werewolves and Atronach on this boat than there are people. I know, whenever there's an extra player on each team, it'll be just that much more work to heal it. And it'll make it even more prevalent to have skills that can hit, you know, that many people. Which is actually another reason that I do really like Warding Contingency so much, is that it's like the only damage shield in the game, other than the only non-ultimate damage shield in the game. I think other than like Tidal Chakrams and maybe Daedric Refuge, that to the best of my knowledge, that does not have a target cap. Are they after me? Oh, I think they're after me. Hold on. Excuse me, gentlemen. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go help out my friend over here. Friends. that barrier was probably not worth it. However, I am still glad that I cast it. Yeah, with 18 players in it, it's gonna be like a mini Cyrodiil for sure. Especially whenever you have, you know, the 6v6v6 mode, like the 3-sided mode. You're just gonna end up getting so many people with like bomber builds and stuff taking advantage of, you know, third partying a fight. Oh, we're actually not winning right now. Oh well, I'm having fun. Sometimes I forget how much I like 8v8. It's so chaotic, and that makes it like so much fun. No, you're not allowed to have this point. Let me see, did we fully capture this yet? No, but we're about to. Beautiful. Yeah, you know, Reno, I think you were onto something with that desync. I am getting a lot of that tonight. I just watched some weird animation cancel on my screen. I don't know how much of it is showing up for you guys. I'm assuming pretty much all of it. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging a little bit tonight. Hopefully it's not like that for y'all. We need a PvP like one of the Ragnarok Online, just 5 castles to siege in a small map. You know, I feel like that was kind of what they were going for with Cyrodiil, right? But I think it just didn't quite end up being what they wanted it to. You know? I don't know, I could be incorrect on that, but that's kind of the vibes that I get from Cyrodiil, is that it's supposed to be like, you know, like, hey, every group has their strongholds, has their castles to defend, and the other groups want to take them. But it just ended up being that it feels like a lot of the fights just end up being in like the little towns and stuff like that. And honestly, the last time I hopped into Cyrodiil, it was during non-peak hours, and it was before a lot of like all like the vengeance changes and stuff like that, so it was pretty much just, there was no fighting. It was basically just a really big PvE zone at that point, with like one Zerg from each faction running around and grabbing towns, and that was it. Nowadays, Hero's just a walking sim. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much, right? Like, now that they reduced the the sheer amount of servers that you can queue into, or campaigns that you can queue into. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I've heard that it's just like a walking sim with ball groups. But I also tend to, like I said, I've done a lot of my Cyrodiil stuff, so I don't really go in there that often these days. I'll go in and test out vengeance stuff every now and then, but not super often. Oh, I'm gonna turn around. See if I can't grab it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab that, but I'm gonna grab this. Right, never mind. It's going away. Let's see. Okay, we can head that way. I am starting to think we're not going to win this, but, like, we could, you know? But I think my team is just more interested in, like, playing deathmatch. Did that guy just... Yup, he sure did. He streaked right off the ledge. R.I.P. that guy. Yeah, you saw that too, right, Reno? Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... No, we're not gonna be able to take this unless we get some backup here. Let's see, what can I go take that doesn't have a billion people already at it? Oh, no, because they're just gonna go grab that the second I turn around. Can I get a little sneaky revive off here? They gonna let me do that? Yup. Oh, and he declined it, rip. Was he just aura farming? He was just sitting there, just letting him do it to him. He was just aura farming. Jeez. I don't think there's enough werewolves. I think we need to giga buff werewolves so that every single person in every single match is a werewolf. Okay. Where were we? Okay, we'll queue up for another one. And okay, over here. Got it. I think I'm gonna do like 2 more, and then I think we'll call it a night after that. I started a little later. I want to go pretty much as long as I usually do, but I'm gonna maybe cut it a little shorter than normal just because I started later. And I want to make sure, you know, my kiddos they've all got their first test tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I can be a good teacher. Let's see, should be going back to the Oasis here. Some people just want to see the world burn. Some people just want to see the world feared by werewolves all the time. Just constant howl and stun locked for the entirety of your Battlegrounds match. Yeah, I'm hoping that like I said, I hope that update 51 will at least dial back what we'll lovingly call the Fur Fest a little bit. I don't know how much of an impact it's gonna have. I know that, you know, obviously they don't want to ruin the PvE experience for werewolves now that they're finally competitive in PvE comps, and I agree with that wholeheartedly as someone who I would classify myself more as a PvE player than a PvP player. But still, you know, as someone who is still a PvP player, I'm kind of glad that werewolves are getting a bit of a nerf. Was I incorrect? Like, is it not? I guess they just, the Daedra are taking a break tonight, I guess. There's no Dolmen active. Or am I just going crazy? Was this one just destroyed too recently? Oh, yeah, here they come. Okay. I guess depending on how long this takes, it's possible we only do 1 more, but I'd like to do 2 more. We'll just see how long it takes, you know? If it takes a bit, we'll see how long the match takes. You guys know the drill. I wonder, in theory, what would be the maximum limit for radiating regeneration here. I suppose the maximum limit would be 30, right? Because it takes 1 second. You know, you have to go by the global 1 second cooldown, and it's a 10-second timer, so theoretically you should only be able to have it active on, like, at max 30 people before it goes away. Yeah, it's because it's starting to count down. Man, I should have just had this be my gameplay for the regeneration healer skill spotlight. This is perfect. 30 people with regeneration on them. Max limit is group limit, I think. Yeah, I think, you know, just like if you're not in a group. Why can I not? How am I still in combat? What in the world? Okay, I'm sure it'll get me out soon enough. Yeah, if you're in a group, like if you're like in an instanced setting, then yeah, it'll just be whatever the group number is. Oh, new golden pursuit, perfect. That was 5, right? So yeah, I've got 5 more, and then just whatever they are, world bosses. You know what? I guess here, let's go over there. We'll just poke something real quick, and then we'll do a little unboxing. Alright. Come here, Mr. Khajiit Man. Okay, I am pretty excited for the Scale Collar crates. Anything good? I'm no longer excited for the Scale Collar crates. Oh boy. This is not going well. Anything? Oh boy. This is not going well. Okay, I'll take that. That's better than nothing. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. I don't even need those experience scrolls anymore, and I barely use any of these, like, poisons or potions or anything. I've got so many tri-resto potions back from whenever daily login rewards were still a thing. But I did get the house cat, so I guess it was worth it in the end, right? That's what I want to tell myself, you know? Okay. Yeah, it does seem like the queue is slowing down a little bit here. We'll see how long the actual match. I swear, I should buy a lottery ticket or something. Okay, what is this? Domination? Okay, cool. That'll be fun. Okay. Guess they got enough players. Yeah, 7 on both sides. Perfect. That works out. All right. Well, we'll see how long this match lasts. Yeah, I can feel the the sleepiness kicking in a little bit. But that's pretty much like my whole life in August. I'm just like, I wake up, tired. Go to sleep, tired. Go to work, tired. Drink my G Fuel, tired. Oh, there we go. Yeah, once we get kind of through this August slump of just kind of adjusting to, whoa, that hurt. Jeez, ow. Once we get past this August slump of just, you know, getting used to being back at work, and, you know, both myself and the kiddos get on a good routine, then I'll have more energy. This is going very well so far. I don't even remember if we won the last game or not. I don't think we did. No, I think we lost that one, but that's okay. By the end of it, we were so busy talking about werewolves that none of it mattered anyway. I will say, though, you know, it definitely seems like we're winning a lot of the fights, like, team-wise, but they've got good pressure on objectives. Like, they're doing a good job of taking things after we move. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop that. We're taking a little more damage than I'd like to see. There we go. Try to... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, let me try to sneak in a little revive real quick. Yeah, this is actually closer than I thought it would be. This is nice. I like it whenever games are kind of close like this, you know? You know, and like it's fun whenever they are, and like it'd be really easy to say, oh, you know, just like do more like, you know, MMR based matchmaking or something like that, right? But in a game like ESO, I know that that's a lot easier said than done, right? Because you could be a super high MMR player and then, you know what, I'm gonna try a different build today, and maybe that build is kind of garbo, you know, and maybe you just get absolutely obliterated. It doesn't mean you're a bad player, it just means you were not using a great build for that particular run, you know? So it's kind of, it's hard to put like an objective skill level on a player when in an MMO like ESO, your success or failure is based a lot on your choice of build rather than just your raw individual skill. That's not to minimize the skill needed to be a good PvPer, more so just to kind of say, like, you know, it's hard. I understand how a lot of these games happen where one team gets washed and the other just kind of sits there and does nothing. Speaking of res, I remember the good old days with Kagranak and Templar carrying away the res. Absolutely. Dude, one of my first ever healing setups, it was like Cold Harbor's favorite and like Kagranak's hope. I had no idea what I was doing. But still, Kags really worked with Templar, you know, like especially whenever you grab the Spirit Mastery CP after that. Though I think I had already moved away from that build by Champion Point 2.0. Or what is that now? 3.0? Oh, we did end up losing that one. Oh well, GG's. But yeah, man, that was such a fun time. You know, in the early days when like 50K was still considered a good parse and you couldn't just blow through all the content in like 2 seconds with a high DPS parse. Yeah, Kagranax actually kind of came in clutch sometimes. When veteran rank was something, oh yeah, I'll admit I was actually not around for veteran rank. Um, I did start with champion point 1.0, which was back whenever we were on like the what was it, like the 810 scale or something like that, and then we got this iteration, which I mean I'm not complaining. I think this is totally fine. I was never so, when the change happened, I wasn't so invested in champion points by that point that I was just like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. That's fine with me. No big deal. But it does beg the question, though. Like, I wonder if they ever will go back and redo champion points or something like that again, I feel like they're in a really good spot right now, so I doubt that they will, but you never know. You just never know. Anyway, I think that was all the time we had for tonight. I am gonna start getting ready for bed and go nighty night. But thank you very much for every single one of y'all that came out tonight. It was always a pleasure to hang out with you guys and have y'all out here. Especially with, I know that this isn't my usual streaming day, so I really, really appreciate it if you were able to make it out tonight. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think the next video that I will have out is going to be the Update 51 video. As of right now, I don't expect any major meta shifts or anything, but I do expect that we'll have some things to talk about. So that'll be a fun video, and expect that probably, Monday, maybe Tuesday at the absolute latest, but I really want to get it out on Monday. So anyway, I think that was it. I think all I've got left to say is that I've been Doc. Take care of yourselves, be good to others, make sure to do something nice for yourself today, and I will catch y'all